there she goes, taking care of her little babies. I think it was Carol in that coach. And there I am. And there's your daddy.
Jiggling me up and down. Now that's one of the old horse barns back there.
Right, where the cars were. Yeah.
And that was a pink outfit, I think.
Yeah, it was pink.
You look nice in your
It
coat.
must have been cold because I'm sort of moving around.
Yeah.
Warm. That's almost along Frankfurt Avenue there, I think.
That Skipper, he was a nice looking dog.
It's my mother and Jack Kemp and Lois Kemp and Pop Pop.
There's Roy.
Jack Bond, me. And I guess Daddy was there, and then Muzza was at the head of the table.
The movie goes so fast.
Yeah, that's one of the trees from Roy's ground, his parents' ground. We used to go in the woods to get our greens. And that was blue wallpaper, and the blue tablecloth, and the blue lights on the tree. Must try to have everything blue. I think she had blue dishes too.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they are.
I think I still have some of those dishes.
Yeah, there I'm putting my shoes back on. I think they were red shoes.
I think I noticed Pop Pop was moving a chair, and it looked like that carved chair that I have. They were using it as an extra chair, maybe.
Now, right outside that the dining room was their bedroom. It was just covered with a curtain.
And Muzz looks nice in her furry coat.
She got that for my wedding.
Now, what was that car there?
I don't know. I guess it. I don't know. That wasn't their car. It was. I think. Does that look like a '41 Ford?
I don't know.
Or
But Jim
maybe-
would know better than I would.
Yeah, I think it. That's the only. That Daddy had that. When we were engaged.
Now, that was Jack Bond.
Yeah, that's Jack Bond.
That's my godfather.
Yeah, that's his first new car. He had to wait till he became a CPA, I think, to get his first new car. That's the driveway down to where the barns were. And right next door was where your first boyfriend lived, Sandy, little Leslie.
Now, there's Nana Catherine.
Yeah, we're going to visit my sister.
And there's you.
You got Carol again.
Yeah, there you are dancing. Was that the doll that I cried about when you were going to throw her away?
That was Christina. She had long blonde hair, I think, and her neck broke off. And you didn't want me to throw her away. That's where Leslie lived. We're on the other side there.
Now we're all in
Now
color.
this is in Muzz's
Now
living
there's
room.
Uncle Roy.
You see Mary, Muzz, Uncle Bud, and you're on Uncle Bud's lap. There's my red shoes. Did you see my red shoes?
Yeah, I
Yes.
don't know if that was Uncle Bud I was sitting on or someone else.
Yeah. No, I think it was him. There he is there.
Yeah. Now there's
Oh,
Roy. We should explain who Roy is.
Yeah.
Uncle Roy.
Well, was really an old friend of the family, and then he married Lois's mother. Lee's there with Mary. What is it we're passing?
Looks like bread. Oh, there's Blanche in her blue dress. Must had her in blue to match the dining room.
There was a big dining room. And the big bedroom, and my bedroom upstairs, the apartment bedroom or living room was big.
Everybody wore corsages back then for Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't think you have one on though. There's Charlie McCarthy. That's my brother. That was my brother, Charlie McCarthy.
Yeah, you used to have nice little conversations with him.
Yeah, Daddy did a good job with him and doing the magic tricks.
Yeah, I guess in well, if this was, she died, she wasn't around on your second Christmas.
Yeah, I don't remember. I never got to know her. I always wished I could have gotten to know her.
What year's that?
1953. Christmas and Happy New Year. We always had, boy, they had big Christmas trees.
Now that was my first living room set, but they were covers for summer. Oh, there you go, reading, Sandy. Those dishes, see those that we just had them at Easter. Those dishes. See the
Oh.
yellow and blue?
Yeah.
That's how old, you can tell how old they were. Who's that?
I don't recognize that doll.
Poor Sandy, she had those big bright lights on her.
I know, all the movies of me, I'm always squinting because of the big floodlights in my eyes.
I forget what that doll's name was.
I think her name was Susie. I think I called her Susie.
You must have gotten that coach for Christmas.
Yeah, and I remember the little cradle. I remember that little dog.
Oh, that's Daddy's fur hat. I'm trying to get on you and you wouldn't keep still.
Yeah, we have a picture of him on a sled wearing
Yeah.
that hat when he was a baby.
Well, that's right in your room still.
Yeah. Oh, I see your red shoes now.
Yeah. It's
Now
Jack
there's
Bond.
he's my godfather.
Mm-hmm. Probably told you to give him a kiss.
Yeah. What a face.
Oh, there's the people that live next door.
What were their names?
Joan, Parker, and Gordon. And he became a reporter up at Levittown.
Now they're the ones that had the daughter on the same birthday
Yeah, a year
that I was
later.
born.
And they called her Sandra Joan. 1 year exactly later. And they pushed her down
Yeah, I remember you were telling me just recently about that.
to see how she would move, I think. Yeah, they were like, she, the one hand, she didn't have her fingers. The left one, see? Well, she sort of covers that,
Now he
She
was
was
the
so
one.
pretty.
He was the one that had the article in
Yeah.
the paper,
And I
right?
wanted you to sort of,
Now there's Uncle George. That's Aunt Carrie's husband, Uncle
There's
George, and
Aunt
that's Aunt
Carrie.
Carrie. That was Muzz's sister, Aunt
I
Carrie.
still have that ashtray on that stand. And the end tables and that table.
Now that lady there,
Oh.
they were the Schmidts. Was that
Yeah, that's,
Elsie Schmidt?
yeah, it's her mother, Elsie Schmidt's mother.
And they were the ones that raised the Russian wolfhounds.
Right.
And they used to
And
live.
her, I don't know whether she was a friend. There's the Elsie Schmidt. Her grave's right near where Muzz and Pop Pop. But she lost her husband very early. And then she sold the house to Muzz and Pop Pop.
I remember that panda bear too.
You're always talking. You before you could say words, you could still talk.
Now that's Jack Bond's wife,
Yeah,
Betty.
his first wife. Yeah. Her father was a minister, but her mother didn't want him to be. She was very sick when she was a baby, and he said, if she gets better, I'm going to devote myself to the church. So he became a minister. But her mother never liked that kind of life. I think she was very unhappy.
Is that the mirror that's in your dining
Yes.
room? The one behind them?
Yep, that was a wedding present from 3 people. They gave cash. We were all smoking.
I know. Everybody in those days, they all smoked. There's that little rocking chair that was Muzz's with Charlie sitting on it. She had that when she was a little girl.
You really loved it too. You
Aw.
Skipper.
He was such a
He
good
was a
doggy.
one-person duel, though. Muzz was his master. He tolerated all of us, but Muzz was his master. Oh, there's...
Now I still have that rabbit. It played Easter Parade. It was a music box.
That was a yellow outfit you had. You're finding your Easter bag. You still have that
We
rabbit?
still have that stuffed rabbit too, the yellow one. I still have.
I didn't bring them out this past Easter because I knew the doggies would think it was for them. They'd be carrying them all around. See that red jacket?
Mm-hmm.
I rode my bike to Pine Hill, New Jersey with that jacket on.
Yeah, a lot of people used to wear red, white, and blue at Easter time.
Well, that jacket was my Aunt Edna's, and she had planned a ranch vacation, and her son Bill was coming home from the service, so they canceled it. And she never was the type to wear red unless she was on a ranch or something, so she gave it to me.
That was nice.
Yeah, I got a lot of wear out of that red jacket. Look at where you're sitting. You're a cute little kid. You were a good kid.
I hope so.
There's that pleated dress that I spilled something in the store and they reimbursed me. That's a walkway in the backyard on Frankfurt Avenue, little stone walkway that went towards the park. Pardon me.
Boy, I sure got a lot of things.
But no, it's inexpensive.
But I think you used to get out the same things each year.
Oh yeah.
Like I didn't get a new thing every year. It was.
Oh yeah, it was gathered.
It was just
I don't
things to
know.
look for, like the same yellow rabbit. You'd have it hiding somewhere, and you'd get it out each year.
Yeah, we're added to it. You know, one new one each year.
I was afraid of that Bugs Bunny. I
Yeah,
remember.
I know that Elsie Schmidt gave you that.
I don't know why I was afraid of him.
Yeah, yeah, he just seemed like
He
a little-
wasn't cute and cuddly
Yeah.
like the other bunnies. He was
Sort
sort
of
of
evil
scary looking.
Yeah.
That was a pretty blue coat Muzz had. She always looked nice and stylish. You always did too.
That was all pleated, that skirt of that dress. And then I had it was a blue and white striped jacket went with it. That's where that bench is where you push the other little Sandy down. You were sitting at that bench. You just,
I just gave Skipper a kiss on his back. I was always kissing the dogs.
Yeah. We have movies of you walking up there with your great grandmother up that walkway. See the gate we had on the porch? So when you would go on the porch to play, you couldn't fall down the steps there.
Now across the street, that's a whole shopping center now.
Yeah, there were two big estates across the street at that time. Oh, there's
That's little Anne.
yeah.
She was the flower
She really
girl.
looked after Elizabeth in Elizabeth's older age.
Now who was Aunt Elizabeth's maid of honor?
She was an old friend. I think she and her husband ran a funeral place, I believe, down Jersey someplace.
Now where did they have the reception?
At a friend's house. I don't know whether it was her house or not, or it was another friend, Elizabeth's friend. There's Stephen.
Yeah, he was just a little thing then. Did they have the wedding in the yard?
No, it was in that church, a little Presbyterian church down there. I don't know how old Elizabeth was. She must have been up in her, I don't know, late 30s maybe when she got married.
That was the first wedding I ever went to, and I was so fascinated.
Yeah,
and
because you always like
I thought
brides.
her bridal dress was so pretty, and I thought it was so neat, and the little flower girl looked so pretty.
She loved cats, Elizabeth did. She grew up with cats, a lot of cats.
It's nice they had a nice day for the wedding.
Yeah. She was a good wife to Roy. We're down in Frankfurt Avenue, riding around the backyard there.
Yeah, I think I learned how to ride a bike on one of those old bikes, the old two-wheelers.
She had the blocks on your three-wheeler there. so
Yeah, I
you
had a
could
hard
reach.
time pushing that
Yeah, it
bike.
was still high for you.
There's the poppies growing. That was Muzz's chair when she was a little girl. Then we painted it pink later.
There's your high chair. was Pop Pop. Oh,
No,
there you are.
That's 4 generations. You and Muzz and my great-grandmother and me.
She
That was
the
little
one that,
Nana.
Nana, she was the one that owned the house where we all lived.
That was Muzz's mother.
Hmm.
I have a picture of her on a horse riding side saddle.
Once her husband gave up the farm, though, she said, no more farm cooking for me. She used to have to cook for all the farm hands. Well, maybe it'd be 2 or 3 at the most at one time. And she got sick of it. And the big meals at lunchtime. Oh, there's my one of
looks
my
like
cakes.
a good cake.
Red, white, and blue, I guess it was.
There's that parade. I used to love to see that parade.
Oh,
All those
I
old
love a
mansions are
parade.
gone that were on the other side of Frankfurt Avenue. It's a little shopping center now.
Weren't you in one of